If you're thinking about making a move, you may have noticed, if you've been looking for a while, that there has been some volatility in the market. Volatility from home sales to mortgage rates. So let's talk about that a little bit. So at a high level, what's actually driving volatility in the market? There's economic data that comes out all the time, and every time economic data comes out, that sort of changes things a little bit. When the Federal Reserve says they're going to make a change, and when they do make a change, that might cause some volatility, at least in the mortgage market, which in turn causes volatility in the buying and selling of homes market. We even see volatility probably because of presidential elections and presidential transitions from one president to another. So that can also cause some volatility. To make things even more unpredictable, it isn't necessarily what the Federal Reserve actually does with interest rates that causes mortgage rates to fluctuate. It's what they say they're going to do and what the market thinks they're going to do that causes fluctuations in mortgage rates. If a lender believes that the Federal Reserve is going to lower rates, then in a couple of months, the lender may actually lower rates right now in order to reflect the future reality, because they're going to be holding that mortgage for 30 years anyway, and there aren't going to be many closings in the next 2 months that reflect that new rate. So to make matters even more unpredictable, it's not necessarily what the Federal Reserve does that really affects mortgage rates. What matters even more is what they say they're going to do or what lenders think they're going to do, because it always happens in advance of it. If a lender thinks that the Federal Reserve is going to lower or raise mortgage rates in a month or in 2 months, they may or will make changes to their rates today in order to be more competitive in the market and to reflect those future rates that they think are going to happen. That's why you always hear people talking about clues that the Federal Reserve is giving that cause mortgage rate adjustments in real life in the market. On top of that, home prices and the number of homes available on the market vary dramatically depending on whether you're looking to buy or sell, which makes it even harder to get a very clear picture. So in some areas, inventory may be tight, which will cause prices to rise. In some areas, inventory may be a little bit looser, a little bit more of a buyer's market, which will cause prices to stabilize or even possibly fall a little bit in the short term. In our market, we've had really tight inventory for the last really several years. It's just starting to loosen up. It's loosened up over the last 6, 12, 18 months, just a little bit. So prices are moderating. At least the rate of increase of prices is moderating a bit here in the triangle. So that's the local situation. The bottom line is there are always going to be some twists and turns and ups and downs like we're experiencing right now. It is not uncommon for things to change month to month. My best advice to you is A, try to understand what's going on by talking with a real estate professional and a mortgage professional. But B, don't let it bother you too much. In the long term, depending on how long you're going to be in the market, how long you're going to be in a particular home, the temporary ups and downs, bumps and bruises don't really matter all that much. You will still be better off if you own the home that you live in, and you will also be better off if you do the thing that you want to do. In other words, if you want to upsize, go ahead and upsize. If you want to downsize, go ahead and downsize. Do not try to time the market. It's usually a mistake, just like it's usually a mistake in trying to time the stock market. It's very similar. So, if you want to know more, contact your Spotlight Realty agent. I am Bill Stevenson from Spotlight Realty.